Preparations are in top gear for the Queen's Jubilee pageant on horseback on Sunday. As the British military continued rehearsal today, the rehearsal took place around the Mall and the Queen Victoria Memorial outside Buckingham Palace. Britain will mark Queen Elizabeth's record-breaking 70 years on the throne this week with 4 days of celebrations ranging from military parades and a church service to street parties and a pop concert outside Buckingham Palace. The 96-year-old monarch marked 7 decades on the throne in February, and 2 public holidays have been set aside to create a 4-day weekend for nationwide events commemorating her reign from June 2nd to the 5th.
It is more celebrations for the Queen's historic Platinum Jubilee planned to take place in the UK over a 4-day bank holiday this week. The unprecedented anniversary will undoubtedly shine a light on the recent scandal that has engulfed the Windsor family, and it being reported that the successors will join other royals at a series of events for the first time since their tell-all interview with Oprah Winfrey last year. Our London correspondent Juliana Olenka has been speaking with the royal commentator Thomas Arthur Mills about what we should expect.
It's going to be the greatest show on earth. That is what this is about. We are paying tribute to Her Majesty, a woman who has built the Commonwealth of Nations, 54 individual countries from 7 remnants of an old empire, outdated, and what she's been able to do, that is her life legacy. So what we're going to celebrate and what we're going to see is the best of Britain, what Britain stands for. It is the #1 in soft power in the world, and when we want something, we actually usher the Queen and her family out to make sure that we get it, because there's no one better to represent this country than Her Majesty, but also no one better to represent 54 individual nations than the Queen.
I think a lot of people will agree with you. Some may not agree with you, Thomas. We know there has been so much scandal. There's scandal in everybody's family.
Of course.
But with the Windsors, it's all played out on social media where peasants have an opinion and can spread them widely. What do you think is likely to happen once this day has subsided? Do you think that social media and people's opinions are going to change the way the royal family does business in the future?
It already has. Social media is instant. Everything is just a click away. Media has never traveled. Information, whether right or wrong, true or false, has never traveled so quickly in our lifetime than through social media. So if someone's towing the line of something that might not be factual and actually the way it is, we actually don't know what the truth is or what the falsity is. And with the palace's line of never complain, never explain, it always leaves people to say, well, if they're not defending themselves, they're guilty. Because in this day and age of expiring information, the only thing that doesn't expire are answers. And people now feel that they're entitled to have answers. You're a public figure, it's in the public realm, it's of public interest, explain yourself. The Queen doesn't explain herself, she doesn't need to, because she's above that. It's her family that brings the scandal to her, unfortunately. But the way she maneuvers and the way she's handled that over 70 years is absolutely extraordinary. And if we didn't have her at the helm, I don't think that family would be as shaped up or shipped out as it is.
I think really a succinct, good point there. Got to talk about the Sussexes.
Oh yeah, Meghan and Harry.
Meghan and Harry,
yes.
Due to bring the 2 children, Lilibet. I can't wait to see
I'm very happy.
Yes, a lot of people are very excited.
I was at Windsor for their wedding.
Oh wow.
I had interviewed all day for it and did a few documentaries, and it was a very exciting day. I'm so happy they're coming.
So clearly a fan. Not everybody is a fan. Are you expecting a shift in mood once they arrive? We know the British media sometimes seem to be working in cohorts with whoever's at the centre of the royal family. There's been a lot of positive press. Do you think it could turn a little bit dark once they're in London?
I think it could, just for the fact that the British feel slighted. They feel betrayed by the Sussexes. And I was a very big proponent until they decided it was personal over duty. And of course, everyone brought that back to history. Edward VIII and Wallis Simpson, the twice divorced American divorcee. And there was a lot of fallout, as we know, in Oprah and in all of the water under the bridge. But bringing their children here now, and especially after the death of His Royal Highness the Prince Philip, and seeing the Queen as immobile at times as she is, the Queen's legacy with her family is unification, and she wants to heal the rift. She doesn't want to leave the crown in disarray and the heir to the throne upset with his son. And what sort of a legacy would that be from a family aspect, not a political or a state aspect? So I think this is her saying, look, I'm not long for this world, so while I'm here, we need to come together and we need to put family first. We need to bury the hatchet, and we need to show this country in this world that the love of family supersedes anything else.